Thank you. Thank you. So let me get back to Raymond. Please introduce yourself.
You just started recording, right? I guess we missed the too interesting introduction.
Maybe we should do it again.
That was super bad.
In Chinese this time. Yeah. How many minutes you give to me? Because my history with CIE goes back to almost 18 years.
Yeah. Okay. So just quickly 30 seconds because I'm gonna just like interview all of you guys.
Exactly. Quickly, actually 2019, 2020, due to the pandemic, I stayed extra year. Otherwise, everybody stay 1 year as president. Now I'm the chair, so working on the entire CIE board of directors. I joined the CIE board 5 years ago. And currently the label on my LinkedIn profile is a retired entrepreneur, a community volunteer, and an investor coaching startups. Here's a simple introduction right now. And my 中文名字 is Chen Yuzhe, and English name is Raymond Chen. All right, yeah. Back to you. Well,
yes. So thank you. So let me also let our core team member introduce themselves really quick. How about Leo first?
Oh, hey guys. Leo Yu. So I joined CIE I think last year. Basically, John just take me to the group. The one special thing is I'm not engineer background. I'm doing the social media manager and the content creators. So now we kind of try to push more like content. So that kind of asking. That's why I can ask him for like kind of record. Just make sure we have enough like kind of footage so we can be able to like do marketing or kind of stuff. Just keep as that kind of database. So don't be too that nervous. Don't worry, we'll be asking everyone permission before we do any publish. So basically, I just I always like to work in the kind of tech industry and like to hang out with all the engineers or like kind of business startups because they kind of basically my backgrounds. I really enjoy to working with the startups together. That's exactly how I do when I was in San Francisco 4 years ago. So I hope I have a more great time with you guys in the future. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So everyone here, you can see that CIE doesn't mean only you are engineer so that you can join, right? We accept. Actually, we encourage different kind of background. Our goal and passion is to build a community, help people with similar background who need help to grow. And also, after you grow, you can help other people. So that's our vision, our passion. So next, how about Vicky? Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Yanting Liao. I joined CIE last March. Since I graduated from my PhD at the December 2020, so I joined CIE and kind of last year we have a few events about. So I kind of assist a few events, including the career fair and also I think it's an annual ceremony. Yeah, and also help start to kind of be one of the official of the coding study group. So so that's the basic introduction to me.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. And Claire, do you want to speak?
Hello, everyone. So I'm Claire. I think my journey starting from that I met Tina online, and then she invited me to the study group, and then Jonathan invited me to join the volunteer group. So that's how I joined this group, and currently that I'm working with everyone here to run some study group events and also sometimes support other events. So that's my experience in such like 1 to 2 years during the pandemic. So so nice to meet you everyone here.
Thank you. Next, Z, do you want to jump in?
Yeah, sure. Do I have to turn on my camera or it is okay?
It's
I mean,
okay. It's okay. Yeah, because you're in
okay.
office.
Yeah, but I'm by myself now, so I just turn on my camera for 5 seconds so people can see me. And all right. Okay. So my name is Zi. I met Raymond first, and yeah, and the history started out from there. And later on, I built our website, the annual event website with Raymond. So we had a very close working relationship, and we later on we built the friendship. And also, currently I'm running the EECS coding study group. And yeah, I also had experience working with Jonathan for about a year. But yeah, but now, like Jonathan moved on. And so my current leader, yeah, the person above me is Wilson. Also, inside EECS coding study group, we have quite a few colleagues, Vicky, Claire, Tina. Tina would talk about herself later on. And also, well, we also have another person, Libo. And yeah, that's all about me. And one more time, I want to reiterate, we have a coding study group, 10 a.m. every Saturday, Pacific time. So if you're like a data scientist or if you're a programmer, please come to our coding study group, and you can make new friends. Thank you.
Thank you. So then the last core team member will be Tina.
Hi everyone. I also was introduced by Jonathan, and we joined the study group first. And then by the time I was also hosting another woman-based study group, that's how I met Claire and Vicky. They are kind of introduced by me and also joined by because of Jonathan. So I think most of people joined here were because of Jonathan. So Jonathan, you have big responsibility here. Yeah. So.
Oh my God.
So I would say it's a big family. Like everyone, since they join, they stay and they try to help each other. So I'm not an engineer. I used to be an engineer, but right now I'm just stay-at-home mom. So I just wanted to let everyone know this is a big family. Everyone can join and kind of do your best to help each other, no matter who you are. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We're so touched to hear that.
Thank
so
you.
we have, let's go to our new friends. I think Isaac, do you want to go introduce yourself first?
Sure. Good evening, everyone. So can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm a guest actually. I know CIE is from your introduction, I believe it's a very active family or community that helps a lot of local Chinese, or maybe now virtually a lot of Chinese in North America to learn new skills. So I'm based in Montreal, Canada. So basically I'm quite far away from here. I'm in the eastern coast. So I was in Canada for more than maybe 12 years. So basically, I'm currently a cybersecurity professional, vice president, working for BNP Paribas. So it's a French international bank. So if you want to ask me if I can speak French, I will say a little bit. I'm peu français. So that's my self-introduction. If you have any questions for me, definitely I would love to answer you. But just let you know, because of the time zone issue, I have a hard limit, so I probably will drop the meeting in 30 minutes.
No problem. Yes. Then the next one will be Bofe.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thanks for inviting me to this event. I think I joined several CIE events, and I also signed up a form. I'm not sure whether that's the reason I got invited here. Actually, I'm not quite sure how I got here. But I don't know much about this like organization, this family. I already have a lot of questions, like how many groups we have, how many chapters we have, and what events do we majorly give. So, but glad to be here. Like, thanks for inviting me. Personally, I'm a software engineer. I think this should be the right group for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure most of the questions regarding this organization will be answered by Brian. So before we let Brian to introduce this organization, I still like the new friends. I think that's Ximing. Is it you? Would you mind introduce yourself? Ximing, could you hear me? Sorry, anyone? So let me see. He just texted me that he couldn't, there is a technical issue. So no problem. So can you hear me? I believe so, right? Could you just, yeah, okay, got it. So I think he couldn't introduce himself because some audio camera issue, no problem. So before I have the Brian to officially introduce CIE, most important thing I really like to speak to Isaac and Bofei and Ximing is that we call this event a leadership lecture because we really want the community getting stronger, have a better bonding, because we truly believe that only when you are supported, then you can support other people. So we create this event to have, we're gonna invite, so this is the first event. We invite officers to pretty much chat with us, to let us learn why they have passion about this organization. What this organization is about. In the future, I'm gonna invite more leaders to have this opportunity to talk to, you have opportunity to talk to them like this, one-on-one, like face-to-face, online, virtual, to ask a leadership question. For example, how could you succeed to be in your career? Or how could you overcome this obstacle? How could you go through this challenging? Or you can even ask more detail that when I face this situation, how can I solve? If you feel comfortable sharing in front of everybody, because I want to create an environment that we know to each other more and more. So you feel more and more comfortable, and your question gonna help all of us to grow together. As Tina said, I want to create this kind of like a family type of team, right? Everybody's team member, everybody's helping to each other, because as I say, I join volunteer, but join the community is to help people who is like me, under resources, under networking. So we create this case to bond into each other. I believe many of you know lots of things I don't know. I want to learn from you guys. Okay, so that's called leadership lecture. So this is invited only. That's why I encourage all of you to turn on the video, like let us know to each other, right? Instead of like a technical series, we have somebody to really share the technical knowledge to educate this community. This is only invited because we really care about each of us, okay? So I hope Isaac and Buffet and Ximing realize that why we spend time on this. Okay, and Ximing, are you ready? Can you, okay. So let's go back to Brian. Would you mind sharing your screen? You know, I think some of you, Isaac and Bofei and Ximing, may want to know more about this organization.
Yeah, okay, let me share the screen.
Yes, Brian, due to the time, you know, because East Coast time is late, so I will just give you the 15 minutes first because I really want some time for Isaac to interact all of you, three of you first, before he log off.
Okay, so can see the screen? Yeah. Okay, so CIE is stand for Chinese Institute of Engineer and established in Cornell University in 1917. That time was founded by Zhang Tianyou, the head the building of the Jinzhang Tielu. I think everybody know that, right? And also another is Lin Pengxun. This is established in 1917, and after that, that's the first one. The first begin as a history of our we can remember the record, and so 2017 is the 100 years of our anniversary. So, and the CIE is the longest and the oldest engineer institute and organization in United States. Okay. So far, CIE total have a 7 chapter in United States. And on the slide, you can see it's the first one is New York, and the second one is San Francisco chapter, and after the second one, the third is found in Dallas. Okay, here's missing. Okay, and Seattle. Okay, so and then New Mexico and Southern California, and the one is called Overseas Chinese Environmental Engineer and Science Association. This is called we call OCSA. So the 7th chapter is in different location. They found a different time, like San Francisco, we found in 1979. Okay, and the different chapter they are found in time different. So like a CIE, that each we call local chapter. We have a 7 local chapter, and on the top of them we call national chapter, national council. It's a all on this 7 chapter we have a top organization. This is to coordinate all the event, so all the national council meeting all together. So we have another top, and the lost council is the representative of lost council is elected. It's all from elective and from each of the chapter. Okay, so this is the type of concept of the how is CIE organized. This one. And CIE, so San Francisco chapter. Right now we are in San Francisco, right? San Francisco Bay Area chapter is found in 1979, and the first chapter founder is Xu Dalin. I know anybody know that? Oh no, okay. So it's the first time. So until this year, based on the calculation, is about this year should be 43 years already. And so we host a lot of activity, like this before the pandemic, right? We host all in person. We have a social event and seminar, and also we have a conference. We have a panel, and also on the picture here we can see also a social start the coding study group. Okay, and also sometimes because every chapter they have their own event. Sometimes we have a national council meeting. So sometimes the officer in each chapter will meet together in different city, like sometimes in New York, sometimes in Los Angeles, sometimes in Dallas, sometimes in San Francisco. Depends who is the host the national council event, or who is the host for the AAEOI. If you guys have joined, like last year, we are last year is the San Francisco chapter to host the Asian American Engineer of the Year Award. This is a big event for CIE. And as a San Francisco chapter, we have our own local event, and also we have our networking. Before, like today, the event is like we are like a volunteer sharing information. As traditional, usually we have like twice a year for they call lunch, networking lunch, which means including the member and the volunteer and also board member with all together. We invite everybody together on the lunch together and sharing information and introduce a new friend all together. Okay. But since it's a pandemic already, so actually we moved to online. And thanks Wilson to host the event. Actually, it's our first time doing the virtual online this kind of activity. And sometimes we do social event like we do hiking, picnic, and also like play some fun activity. So I think this is about our CIE semester chapter. And because last year it's virtual, so we move all the program to virtual. So this is I just take a couple of slide example to show you like our virtual event, how it's look like. And we are about more than 24 activity last year. And this year we hope we can keep going on and we'll host more activity. So if you guys interested in and join our activity, and please do look at our website or sign in to be a contact, be a one member and a volunteer, so we can get more involved in more activity, not only to join and also can participate, or even though in the future you have a chance to host your event on CIE also. Yeah, I just give quickly introduce our CIE. I'm wondering, does anybody have any question or want to more detail about us?
So Brian, you kind of just give a very high level about the CIE, the activities, organizations, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we have some new friends coming. So if you don't mind, may I have them to introduce themselves, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yes, Shiming, would you like to introduce yourself? Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Yeah,
Yes,
I can hear you. Sure. Okay, sorry. Maybe it's my internet some issues. So
you are breaking up.
hi everyone. My career path is kind of break. I guess it's because of my internet bandwidth. Is it okay now or still
it's okay now.
breaking up?
It's okay now. It's okay now.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Yeah, so I think my career path is kind of not traditional path because I got my like physics degrees all the way from bachelor's, master's, PhD, and now I'm a data scientist at GE Healthcare. And for my PhD thesis, I was like doing particle theory. It has nothing to do with real life application. And then I choose not to pursue the route in academia. So that's because several reasons. And then I was trying to move to industry and I had a very hard time back then. And then I guess also kind of lucky to, through some event, through some networking, I met someone and I got some internship opportunity. And then eventually that led me to my first like full-time job as a data scientist. So along the way, because I think there's a lot of people like me, especially in physics. So I was trying to sort of reach out to people or like write some articles online and then share my experience and hope I can sort of help them. This is like, yeah.
Awesome. That's exactly one of the reasons why we get together, get stronger, so we can help more people. Thanks for your passion and sharing. So next, I think there's a new friend, Richard. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Richard.
Yes.
I'm originally from the DFW area, but I recently graduated from Carnegie Mellon University. It's in Pittsburgh. And now I'm a new graduate about to work at a trading firm in Chicago next month.
Great. So you are living in Chicago now, or
I'm in Plano, Dallas area right now.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, you're in Dallas. So you're moving up to Chicago soon?
Yeah, like around in a couple weeks.
It's kind of cold right now. Okay, great. Thank you. So Brian, would you like to introduce more, or I think that's for high level? We can start our interaction chatting.
Yeah, it's high level, but if you guys know more interesting about chapter San Francisco chapter organization or the organization chart, I can show you as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So Brian, would you mind sharing how many group under us San Francisco chapter? I think that's useful to our new friends.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me show
Just that slide.
Yeah. Can you guys can see, right? It's my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So at San Francisco chapter, this is I just put a picture together, put a table together. Okay. So totally we have on the San Francisco chapter, we have a total we have a co-board board member, the board. Okay. So total 21 board. Okay. 21 vote is for elective, every 2 years vote come out, and this 21 vote has one chair, the chair of the chairman of the board. Like this term this year is a Raymond. Raymond is the chairman of the board. Okay, and under this board we have officer. The four main officer is like president, vice president, the secretary, and the treasurer. Each one have their own rule and own responsibility. Okay, and beside that, we have assigned chair called communication chair, foundation chair, and the public relations chair, and the webmaster chair. This also be one of this four chair is be one of a board member. And for the group, we have a technical group. The technical group is a biomedical engineering group. Okay, and the second one is EDT tool. EDT technical EDT group, and the EECS, and the Imaging Technology group, and also Young CIE. Right now you can see the picture from here. So the biomedical is Andrew, is our one of our board member, and the EDT is Yansu. I think someone may know him already. And the ECS, of course, everybody know who is this one. Okay. So and the emerging technology is our Dr. William Kuo, and the Young CI is the okay. And beside that, we have a supporting group. Supporting group is a marketing group, like a marketing chair is Libo, and also he is one of the study group member and maybe study group lead. And we also have a volunteer group for promotion. Under marketing group, we have a lot of information. We have a lot of volunteer and each task needed to support. So like e-news is we send in the news every once every like 2 weeks. We send e-news to all the members to tell them what's the program, what's the activity we were coming in. Okay, so it goes through email, e-news, and also we send to the another channel, social channel like LinkedIn, Line, WeChat, and also our alliance, and it goes through the meetup and also our homepage. If you guys really look at our CIE website, CIE San Francisco chapter website, you can see all the website. We post all the event on our website, and also on Facebook as well. So and also we are looking for volunteer, and we have a volunteer group, and we are trying, because right now we are moving to the what I say, from in person right now to virtual, right? During these 2 years we run the program in virtual. We found the video editing, video production is kind of become one of part of for future program is need. Okay, so we also we are looking for, and also we have a video production group and the volunteers need, and also the art design, the flyer design, the poster design. Eventually, we also need for any program, for like a annual conference, for any webinar and seminar or as needed. So this will give you guys a top of all the people look like organization. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is chapter already talked about already. Okay. So let's just
yeah. Thank you. Thanks for sharing, Brian. So I think we let me see how many new friends coming. So I think Richard and Ximing may not hear what we say in the beginning. So I just try to just rephrase, well, why we have this leadership lecture. So the reason why you know about us is through the webinar, the technical series. That's the public events we have to really provide the technical education to the community. And then this event is invited only event. This event we created is to collect or even invite all the people who are interested in learning about CIE, learning why we care about people, why we care about the community. And if you like to help people like us, this is the event we invite you to join us. Our purpose is to know to each other. And the reason why host this event is because I have a personal experience that when I first moved to Bay Area, I was under networking. I had lack of a lot of resources. I know nothing about networking. And here, my friends, Jonathan introduced me here. Then gradually I learned that, wow, when we help people, I got help. And when we get stronger, people get a benefit more and more. So that's why we have this leadership lecture. And most important thing is nobody will pretty much say, hey, what do you need to do? We are here to help you. So please let us know what we can help you. For example, like Richard and Ximing and Isaac and Buffet, if you want to learn anything, for example, you say, we want to learn the interview, the skill set. Also, what's the soft skill? What's a management skill? So just let us know what you guys want to know. We're gonna find the speaker coming here. The difference from the technical series is you cannot say anything. You just hear, you're just sitting with other 100 people, just listen to it, the speech. But here you can talk to those amazing Chinese engineer leaders come here to answer your questions. So this is the platform we create, only invite only. Only like here you can, I would introduce, people introduce each other already. We are here, get together once per 2 months, 3 months, get together once to learn to each other. And if you have question, you can even ask us. Then we can answer here. Hope that's helpful, okay? So once again, there's no like agenda saying that we have to do something. You guys are the leaders. So tell us what we can help you, what you want to learn. In the future, you can help people like this way. So that's why I want to join the CIE. That's why I want to host this event. So I just repeat again, I know some of you may hear this already. So that's, I know there's a time, okay, I think Isaac's still here, right? So I want to give you the show first. You may have some question for the 3 officers. And since you're in the East Coast, would you like to, ask questions? What do you want to know first about this organization?
Well, thank you for opportunity. So I don't have any particular questions so far. So just let you know, even if I'm kind of far away from here, but I'm still kind of familiar with Bay Area. Actually, when you introduce the CIE, you've got several chapters. Most of the cities I have been there. I mean, I once drove from Florida to California through the Highway 10 West, actually back and forth once. So, and I also stayed in New York for half a year. So basically, I'm very excited. I have relatives in Bay Area, living in Union City. So maybe next time, if I got a chance to visit California, I probably will reach out to you. So speaking of questions, just want to know how often do you organize? I mean, set up some events. I mean, inviting some we call SME, right? The subject domain expert to such. I mean, how often do you organize such event? Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. As a question, I think, Brian, do you want to answer this?
Okay. Yeah, thanks for that question. Okay. And maybe I should share another slide. Just give you, I don't know, Zach, how, have you joined CI webinar before?
I think I joined once. I forgot the exact topic, but that time you invited I think a senior management. I think he is a VP from Seagate, maybe. Maybe
Oh, okay.
if I
Okay.
recall correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So I
smart.
joined once. Yes.
Okay, great. So actually, this is like how often our goal. Okay, we try to at least host 1 to 2 event every month. Okay. So for example, on January, depends on how everybody, because we have a technical group, right? How busy is each technical group, and so we try to. Okay. So like January on year 2022, at the beginning of the year, we already have 1, 2, 4 event already. Include today is 5 event already. Okay, probably you don't get information. If you got information, you should able to receive it from our e-news or from email notice. That's okay. And this is all the topic we just talked about recently. Okay, and by the way, this event is all recorded and put on YouTube. Okay, but some event is not recorded, depends on speaker. Okay, and how often is, and also this is last year. Like last year, 2020 to 2021, we do a virtual year. This each line, each table is one event. So you can count how many events here already. I think already more 24 events. Yeah, you can see all event, including technical and the non-technical stuff all together. Yeah, I hope I answer your question.
That's impressive. Thank you.
Thank you. So Isaac, I would like to add a little bit more information. So as Brian explained that we have 5 different technical group under CIE San Francisco chapter. And I'm the group chair for this EECS group. And under EECS group, we have 3 serious activities. First is we call a technical series, where we will invite the successful or experienced engineers, leaders or engineers to share their technical knowledge to the community. That usually once per quarter. And then, or if we have more speaker, we can just have once per 2 months, but usually once a quarter. And then the second one is called the coding study group. That's a hands-on group where we welcome all kinds, all the people who's looking for software engineer or data engineer type of the job to join this coding study group to study together, to learn how to find a job in the software area. I think Z is the leader, he can explain more, but that will have the event actually every Saturday. We have a group of people get together to learn to each other and online. And then the third one is this one, the leadership lecture. So once again, this is once per also 2 months or a quarter. So the purpose is to have people like you who or other people who like to help other people with bonding together. So this is why this is invite only. And it's because it's invite only, we will really provide a really thorough educational program, and the agenda is determined by you guys. So that's why we want to know you, what you need. Then we can have somebody who can come here to really help us grow. How does that sound, Isaac?
Yeah, sounds great. So how can we make contribution to the group?
Oh, I see. So contribution, once again, that's all voluntary, but we have lots of activities we really like you to help if you're interested. For example, you can share your personal story to other people you think they also want to help other people to join us, this invited only group. That's one thing. Second thing is that we have other technical group other than EECS, like biomedical, like EDT, right? Also like a young CIE. Those kind of group, they also have their own activities. They also have their own mission to help the community. So if you like, we would like you to help them, because EECS, we are helping to grow this community. And once you have the passion, you learn, you want to contribute back, we have lots more activities like other group like us. They have their activities, we need help. And also every year we have an annual conference. We have, like last year, we have the cross-nation conference, which we call AAEOY. I think Brian didn't have a chance to introduce because they're gonna cost lots of time to introduce that. But just briefly, high level, just let you know, every year we have, Brian, 6 chapters, right?
Yes.
So 6 chapters in United States get together, we have the single event and host rotationally in each city. Then that is called annual, I think that's AAEOY, right? So that's the annual award for the Chinese engineers. So that's kind of like a big conference, and that requires tons of.
And that's not for Chinese, that's for Asian American.
Asian American,
Engineer of
yes.
the Year, yes.
Thank you,
So
Raymond, yes.
it's not just Chinese.
Yeah.
Yes, so Isaac, to answer your questions.
It's including Indian and also American.
Yes, thank you, I missed that, appreciate it. Isaac, to answer your question, why we need this community stronger? Because we have get together, build out a conference, really promote our community, the visibility to the society. We are here in United States, right? We want to connect ourselves to this main society, that people see how we contribute back to the United States society, and let people help us with respect to each other. But that's a long-term goal to answer your questions. So that's why we want to build up this small group first. Now here you can see that invited only. Our main purpose to help you grow. Second, hope people can help to each other, to other group, to build up the community in CIE. So I hope that answered your questions.
Yes, yes. I mean, thank you very much for the introduction. I think I have to drop shortly, but really excited about joining this meeting. Thank you for your invitation, and hopefully looking forward to meet you next time online.
Yeah, before you
Yes.
go, may we take picture together?
Yes, why not?
Okay, great. So Brian, would you mind stop sharing? I'd like to take picture for everyone. Let me see.
And most importantly, this is a group event, but once you move up to board level, then the vision and the goal and mission will be a lot different, because then the person deal with may not be just events only, because on the grand scheme, you want to have an influence to the engineering community, science, technology frontier, and also the influence for Chinese American, the well-being. So at that level, there will be politics and other things to be considered, but but that can be introduced later. Very important for the well-being for the entire.
Right. So Z, we would like to take picture. If you are still there, would you mind sharing your video? Because I want to take picture. Z, are you there? Okay. So Z, would you mind?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, would you mind sharing your video? I'm gonna take a picture soon.
Right.
Once you, yes, okay, give me a second, okay? Okay, say cheese. Okay, sorry, one more time. Thank you, it's done, appreciate it.
Thank you, good night.
Thank you, good night.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, so so next I would like to go back to Raymond. So would you mind sharing what kind of story you feel the most excited in your journey in the CIE?
My story may be a little bit different than some of yours, because I was invited to join CIE after I retired, 8 years ago, right? I started my own company when I was in college and built it into a global company. Then, it got acquired 8 years ago. So at age of 40, you know, I was financial free and also retired, not doing anything. But one of the CIE board member, Dr. An Yu Guo, invited me to join CIE. Of course, then I need to assess, you know, what's the value, right? So I find that my pursuit of CIE through these years, it confirmed my original objective, because the result objective go together, right? You have a goal. So for me, I joined CIE. It's not just like some one event. For the many events, actually, you know, what I told you before, my history with CIE went back to San Jose State University, you know, because the State University, San Jose University Dean of Engineer used to be our CIE president, right? So we co-host classes. So I give a lecture of electronic design automation, EDA, you know, over the classes. So I was a lecturer at that time. So that's how I start to know, you know, from professional level, know CIE, those events. But later on, I joined several CIE events, give me very strong impression. I remember one is the AAUOY 15 years ago. I met the Nobel Prize, Dr. Roger Chan. He gave a keynote at our San Francisco chapter, okay? And the other event is also our CIE annual conference. That was about 2005. When Gavin Newsom, he was just elected as the San Francisco mayor. He brought his girlfriend at that time, now his wife, right, to our CIE event to give a keynote. So many great speakers, okay? And so I was thinking, you know, if I can contributing, you know, join CIE, I can use that as a platform network to continue expand even after my retirement. Because, you know, everybody wants to contribute in some way, in a positive way. So I think, you know, when I do something, I want to do something that I feel myself is a positive contribution, doing something right. Not just for own networking or promotion, but do something in general term is a volunteer work. So CIE definitely is a very positive contribution. So I feel what we have been doing along last 5 years, I could say, when I'm a board member, I found so many good events that help the people. That's one thing. So it's a self-satisfaction, right? You help other people, like you said, you find you're doing something good. Meanwhile, I got to know many more new friends. You know, originally I was CIE enabled me to know more friends. Some are young friends, like volunteers, but some are very senior. Many of our board members or previous presidents are well-accomplished individuals. During these events, I got to know many CEOs in the Fortune 500. Right, I delivered the AU award trophy to Google CEO, and I invite many CEO to our events, and also university deans, right? So in the position of a CIE as a board member or chair, that enabled me in this position, so I can talk to, you know, university presidents on the same level. So, and also CIE has a lot of events. That's our products. We need to contribute to the community, and then they will sponsor us. So we need to maintain a good relationship for the sponsorship. So for me, I look at you know, gaining all the friends, enabled to continue expand my own network. And my goal at this moment as a board member is to continue pass down this level of experience to our officers. Right now with Brian, Jonathan, and Li Bo, as well as all the volunteers. So hopefully bring you guys to our position. So you will feel later on, you'll be able to speak to those CEOs or influential people, you know, at the same level, but by doing one step at a time, from volunteer, from an officer, from board member to a chair, because CIE is very unique. Anybody can be a president, as long as you're willing to serve, no matter what's your past experience. As long as you're willing to serve, you get a chance to be a treasurer, secretary, VP, and president. then you will gather all your skills to speak to other important peoples, because we share the same vision. Why? Even CEO helping each other, helping the engineer community. So that's why I have to share, from my own unique perspective.
Thanks, Raymond. So pretty much, I think all of you can hear the great story Raymond just shared, that when as long as you like to serve, you're gonna have a chance to see different vision, contact different people, building different kind of networking. So it's kind of win-win, right? Win means you serve, you help other people, and yourself is win because you can know more people, you get more resources. So either you can choose to use this resource to help the people, also you can help yourself in a career. So that's kind of very encouraging story I share with all the courting and the Richard and Ximing and Buffet, right? So this is great example to show. So next I'd like to turn to Brian. Would you please share your leadership journey, like how you learn your leadership along the way? Is it really helpful, and why you think that's helpful?
Okay, yeah, thanks, Wilson. Yeah, as I joined CIE long time ago as a member, and moving to 2007, I was luckily be promoted to be a manager in a company. And at that time, the manager stuff, is have to not only hand-on experience very strong, and also need to have to leadership. But leadership is not just 1 day or 2 days, right? And then not just you taking the class, taking a lesson, you will get a leadership right away, right? So what happened is I ask company support, but a company sometimes has also have a limited resource. You got to be a very observer, and you got to be very do want to learn. You can learn a lot. You have to ask people or looking for a mentor, whatever. But I think the most important is you need to really practice, really to have a platform of people you practice together. As a CIE, not only for me to know, okay, and I know I joined a seminar, I know what's going on, and I learned from those speakers, I learned from those friend or volunteer. But the last one is to practice, to do. So during the CIE, I do have the chance really to practice. During the practice, I gain my leadership experience. Like I was a volunteer. Later on, I try to work, right, to contribute to a society, contribute to CIE. I learned, okay, and then now I want to practice, right? So later on, I was introduced to EECS, and I found I was EECS chair. Okay, from the chair, I start really practice my recruiting, my management, how to host event, how to lead a group. I think those stuff built are fundamental and really, really practical. Only CIE and the volunteer has this kind of opportunity and chance. If you really want to work in a company, start from engineer or whatever, from baseline move to up, you got to be either you're very strong or you have a good networking or the type of management really like you got a chance. Even though they like you, they know you, but you have to know how to do, right? That's the most important. So during the CIE so many years, I think the leadership contribute helped me to grow up as this on leadership side, as this helped me a lot. Okay, so last year I have a chance to work on AEY program with Raymond, and also I found that Raymond side he do give a lot of advice to me, and I do learn a lot from him, and I do practice on AEY to host the program. So I think that's important. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. So pretty much Brian shared with us is that CIE provided a really nice environment for you to grow your leadership. So leadership doesn't mean you have to be like a president as a leadership. Pretty much when you work with other people, You show how you get things done. Cooperation is a good practice. And the nice things about this organization is that there's no issue if you really not really doing the performance you want, right? There's always nice job as long as you want to contribute. As we say here, always serve, serve, serve. Serve means you grow as well. You got experience, right? But in a company, even though you serve, people gonna check, oh, it's qualified, oh, it's a good performance. You have to compete with your coworkers. That's a pressure, right? And you work because you are worried you're losing the battle. You worry people perform better than you. But here, everybody encourage each other because everybody appreciate each other. You like to help the serving community. So here your pressure is much less, and you have much more passion and you practice again. As Brian said, the more you practice, the more leadership skill set you learn, and that will beneficial to back to your career, right? That's Brian. That's what you try to show us. Yes.
Yes.
So thanks for sharing. Then I liked Jonathan. Would you mind sharing your leadership growing story? How does that help your personal career development, right? Because Brian already say that we can learn leadership in the CIE. And Raymond told us that fundamentally why we want to come here, right? We can learn more, getting more networking, we can have much more visibility, right? So here I'd like you to share how this volunteer work really help your personal career development.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah. To be frank, if we have some bandwidth, okay, you contribute back to the community. You don't have to be in the CIE. You can be, in other organization. It's okay. It's okay. But just a chance, right? Now we have some chance. We don't know why we're getting it together. You have some chance. So for me, the biggest happiness is not how many people you can lead, okay? But how many people are around you? Where are the friends, right? Where are the networking? Where the network? We have some connection. I remember there's a once one people said, okay, one person said that how fast Ferrari is, no matter how fast Ferrari is, you still need a spare tire. So you need friends. You need a connection. For education diploma is a bronze medal. For your ability, maybe it's a silver. But networking, connection, is gold medal. Okay, so we're especially we're in the coding study group. Many people are seeking for the better opportunity or a job, right? As I can see in the past, it's around like 1/3 people they get a job. That's because of the referral. Okay, internal referral first. And then they have some ability or they're in education, so they get a job definitely. They put together, but in the first step, it's about the connection. Okay, so I believe that when we have the ability to solve other people's difficulty, sometimes we also find the answer to our own problems. Okay, so young people often regret that what they did, but the elders often regrets what they wanted to do but didn't do. Okay, so if you have some bandwidth, well, definitely your health, your family, you can put the first place, okay? Other than that, if you still have some bandwidth, you can choose to, put more efforts in your work, or put more effort back to the community. Okay, it's all about your choice. So for me, I would say I would just get a chance, you know. The Brian invited me to join the CIE. Before that, I also you know, participate in the another nonprofit organization. So safety ship is at the harbor, but it's not the purpose of the, you know, the building the ship, right? So you have to go out, and well, definitely stay at home is more comfortable, but it's not the purpose of life, meaning of life. Okay.
Thanks, Jonathan, to share my personal passion about helping people, right? And Jonathan emphasized the key message is that coming here, building the community, you get a bonding, right? When you get a bonding, you know each other. That's somehow, someday, you never know, can help your career, right? As Jonathan said that 1/3 of a job opportunity come from the referral, right? And you can see we are here coming from different industry, coming from different background, right? So you never know who knows somebody here. So that's why we come here, get together, we serve to each other, and getting trust. That's the most important. We getting trust to each other, we know to each other. Then when we have chance to refer you to other job opportunity, at least we have more confidence because we know you, we'll work with you before in this nonprofit organization. So now I'd like to you know, give it time to Richard, Yixing, and Bofei. Let us know you a little bit more. So let's see, Bofei, maybe would you mind sharing like some of your questions that you want to ask? You say you have tons of questions to ask.
Yeah, I did have questions about the organization, but thanks for the great explanation. I think it's great to have this kind of leadership events, so we can, as a small group, learn from each other, help each other. And I guess in most of the situation, it would be you help me because I have not much experience. But yeah, I do also interested in volunteering and perhaps help others in when I gain more experience and be more strong. Some of the questions, I guess regarding the events or organization, I already got very good information. I don't have more questions on that. But like for the topics for this particular event, how do we come up with the topics, since like we don't really have an agenda and we gather together 2 months, every 2 months. It's like when should we share our questions, how to gather them, how to schedule them? I'm not quite sure.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're asking how this leadership lecture is running, right?
Right.
Okay, yes. So that's exactly why we have this first gathering, right? We know to each other. We want to know more about your background, and
right.
Also we can suggest several agenda and see, hey, if Richard and Yixing also Ximing also interested, we're gonna just follow up what guys want, and we invite somebody to lecture us. Once again, not just teaching, you know, those are successful leaders coming here just to inspire people with his own story. That's called leadership lecture, right? To see how people get successful. And they can answer your question one by one. Sincerely, there are not many opportunities like this. For example, Raymond, he's very successful entrepreneur, right? There are a lot of great story he can share. He can answer you, even mentor you. So if some of you say that, hey, I'm here, I'm looking for a mentor, definitely we can arrange that. So we just want to come here to help to each other and hope one day you can help other people. Okay, so that's why I want to know your background a little bit more. So you say you are a software engineer, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
you just switch job already or in a company for a long time?
Now, I'm currently at Amazon for 2 years as a software engineer, but before that, I was a project manager at Oracle. I kind of switched my career from project manager to software engineer.
So you switch from project management to software engineer?
Yes.
Okay. So do you find any challenging or anything you feel like good or bad? Anything you want to share?
Yeah. So when I was a project manager, when I first joined Oracle, actually I didn't know how to effectively communicate with others. And at that time, my English was really bad. I think it's like my manager supported me, trusted me, assigned me the work, allowed me to practice. So I gained more confidence from that. I would say practice is a key there. But I'm also interested in how leaders here practice their communication, or what the communication skills needed as a leader. I will also interested in that. My other experience, I switched to computer science because I think myself loves programming, but I didn't get a chance to choose that as a major when I was an undergrad. So I had to take extra time, besides full-time working. I did an online master degree. I spent a lot of effort there, finishing the degree within 2 years while doing the full-time job. But then, after I entered this career, I still feel like communication and leadership. I need to practice more and improve more in the communication, and perhaps other aspects that I didn't notice before I become a better leader. So my interest and focus now is leadership. What I should practice for the leadership. That's my main interest there.
Got it. So you say that you want to, so after you switch to the software engineer, you are interested in learning the communication and leadership, right? So you like to join here to have the chance to grow this way?
Yes, yes. I feel like before or after I switch the career, it doesn't matter what career I do. I think leadership is quite important.
Yes. So first of all, I have to say you did a great job, do the full-time job in the daytime, and also do the online master. That's amazing. So good job. So definitely you already have a potential to be a leader. It's not easy to really accomplish this amazing, amazing achievement. Thank you. So then may I switch to Richard? May we know a little bit more about you? So you say that you are going to Chicago to join a new company, even though Z keeps saying that don't go in the background. So you are muted, by the way. So may we know that what you are looking for the future career development, or what you are looking for here in the CIE?
Yeah, so I'm like a new grad, and I guess like right now I'm planning to go to a trading firm as a software engineer, but in the future I am also considering like probably going to like Silicon Valley to work in a tech firm. So perhaps I'll be interested in learning more about like people's career paths, like as I try to decide like what career path I should take.
I see. So you want to learn the career path, to learn more kind of information here to decide what's going on. And some of us are in Bay Area, definitely, right? So if you like to chat each of us individually, We love that. So so right now, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I would want to mention Richard. You just got your first very valuable, suggestion from Dr. Z. He left Chicago 3 years ago, and then now he is a financial free. Okay. He doesn't have to work anymore. In 3 years, he's single, but he's financial free because he joined the Roblox before IPO.
Oh.
See, so that's why he gave you a suggestion. So you got this first lesson in this one. So listen to Z, what Dr. Jai, he give you 2 tips over there, right? I think he's truly from his own experience, he wants you to think about again. But anyway, it's just a joke, but you got your first free career suggestion from another young CIE professional, Yeah, Dr. Z Jai, he left Chicago 3 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, so, so Richard, actually, I encourage you, if you like to, get more, you still don't know exactly kind of like question topic you really want to learn, but at least you want to get more involved with different people, right? Getting more information, right? So I would suggest you to join us to really work with us to serve a community. There are lots of chance you can increase your bonding. When you increase your bonding, people love to, chat with you to provide you more information and the feedback, even will really connect you to other people. Like this is inviting event, right? You have chance to, another 8 people now. That's so amazing, right? That's a very big amplification. So I know, so in the future, if you like, we're gonna have core team member connect you. Is that okay? So we will invite you to join this lecture event to, the purpose is networking, bonding. Is that okay? Do you like?
Yeah.
Well,
interesting people, yeah.
Yeah, and same thing with Buffet, right? Buffet, you like to join this lecture series to increase this bonding networking?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. And next, let's go to Ximing. So, so now's your show time. So I feel very touched about you say that your history, right? And you realize that you really need have the passion to help people who is like you, right? Could you share a little bit more about one more question you have here, or any passion you really want to help people? Any plan you have? We'd like to help you.
Yeah, so I think you guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so yeah, so I think when I started working, I was thinking, oh, maybe I should go, in a company, there are 2 routes, right? One is if you are promoted long enough, then eventually you become a manager. But someone may not like interacting with people, like for a very technical person, right? So then they might want to stay in the technical route. But I think eventually, even if you are staying in the technical route, you will have to deal with people problem. For example, if you're a principal engineer or principal scientist in a company, then people will ask you questions about, like, for example, for software architecture and that kind of thing, right? And you cannot avoid that kind of leadership or interacting with people. So I think this skill is very important. But when you are not at that position, I think you won't know. Just like what Brian mentioned, you sort of learning by doing, right? Because you're not there, so you might imagine what it might like as a manager, but often the time there's some gap between your imagination and what happened in your life. So I guess for me, there's no really specific problem for leadership, but I think it's the same for both. You feel like this skill is very important, but you just not to the level yet, so you don't have very specific questions. So I think that's kind of motivation to be here is really want to learn something, but there's no specific question because I'm just not at that level yet. So
yeah, I understand. Yes, thank you for sharing. So pretty much you're saying that we either work a long time in a company and promote a manager and start learning management, right? And this,
right.
Yeah, and this exact reason we coming here, this is a nonprofit organization, it provides you a very nice opportunity to practice the leadership. For example, we just say, for example, we have some activities, right? With some project, we need a leader to jump in and say, hey, I gonna take the lead, okay? And you can say, hey, then next we're gonna form a team. Then next, how could you influence your team member to work with you, okay? And next time, maybe Buffet, you come in and say, I want to take this lead for this project. Then you become her team member. Now she start practice how she organize the team, get a job done, right? In this nonprofit organization, we have tons of opportunity like this. So as long as you want practice, we gonna give you, even design for you. We have tons of tasks we like to do. We like to help people, right? But once again, that's one route. Second thing is that we have lots of senior people here, like Brian, Raymond here, right? We are here to help you to answer your question in your current practical work, right? For example, oh, how can I deal with this principal engineer? Oh, when I want to switch job, is it necessary to switch right now? Is it the right way to do that? Or, how can I deal with different department? I'm the R&D, they are operation. Do you have experience to share? So some of us already have experience in the corporate. Some of us have experience in the entrepreneurship, like Raymond. So all of this can provide you all kinds of resources. And plus, we can even design a question for you. For example, in our next lecture, leadership lecture, right? We can even just say, hey, let's discuss, we just create a situation. So Ximin, could you discuss with us? What do you think? You know, it's kind of like a brainstorming session, and we have another like a speaker here who can share his experience. Then you can just say your answer and compare to people's feedback. Don't you think that's a good practice for you?
Yeah, I like that idea a lot. It's a very good.
Yeah, so that's
yeah.
So that's gonna be the way I'm gonna design this leadership lecture in the future. We'll invite different people to come here to have this kind of one-on-one, face-to-face, direct conversation. So please looking forward to it. We're gonna have that. We're gonna have a core team to contact each of you and to keep reminding you guys to join us this invited only event. So next.
Okay. Yeah, and I want to emphasize one point since Minnie's follow up Minnie's question. Okay, so I think vision is very important, and the vision is from experience. Experience not you how to do, experience from you have seen, you have know what happened. Right? From the vision will help you make your you will, when the opportunity coming in, you will know how to hold opportunity. You will know the opportunity is correct or not. And also, even though you can create an opportunity. So when you decide which area, which route, which location, actually will help you. But when that time coming in, you don't have that kind of vision. You want to get it right away, take time. So during the volunteer and the networking with those people, actually is expand the vision, which is potentially you don't know you are growing up, which is already in your mind. I think that's important. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And also, I think both and Ximin, are you both in same Bay Area?
Yeah, I'm in the East Bay.
And both you are in East Bay as well?
South Bay.
South Bay. Yes, so because we're gonna have an annual conference coming this year, in the middle of this year. So, you know, please join us if you have chance, you know, even if you have time, we would love lots of help. So just let you know, if you guys really like to know more people, is a good chance.
Yes, thanks.
And next, Leo. So
yeah,
it's good.
When you mentioned say you are not ready or not there yet,
yeah. So, sorry, Raymond is breaking up. Could you repeat again?
Oh yeah, I think Ming mentioned he's not there yet, not ready yet. I think you underestimate yourself. I think many of us here, we have so many PhDs, right? Intellectually, it's well beyond the average here. So you're not ready. I guess it's just that the opportunity doesn't find you yet. it's not yourself, The opportunity sometimes will present by itself. So you just need to get more exposure and step out of the comfort zone. One thing is you try to find the opportunity. The other thing is sometimes opportunity is try to find you. Like I always try to see, who can demonstrate, skill sets or valuable personality characteristics that I think, who is worthy to be a mentee, right? Because even I spend time, I don't, spend time on here. They do show their potentials, then I'm willing to share, experience with them. So, so you just need to go out to, show people what you can do and do more. Volunteer is not about people help you, not just help you, but most likely is you need to find the things to do, yourself, see how you can show other people your ability, because there's no boundary, not like corporate environment. You can show all your potentials, and then some people will notice, and then opportunity will come. So I guess, just I'm sure you are ready, right? Intellectually, that's for sure.
Thank you. Thanks, Raymond's sharing. I'd like to give a time to Leo and Tina. Let's start from Leo. Do you have any question you want to ask the officers? It's a good chance.
Yeah, I mean, just so happy to see all of you to share your experience and thought. My main point, just want to know what kind of way it can help you guys to get as many as possible information to help you to grow or to be success. Well, I mean, be success will be different ways, but my point of view is like I will be charged more like kind of media source, media guidance, all kind of stuff. So if you guys can provide some like your personal thought about your pain point or about what kind of information or what kind of content you guys will be more interesting, and you guys can always to send us to your mentor or mentee to share your thoughts so we can organize all kind of informations. Maybe we can reorganize all the content to publish the social medias or your personal email. So that's kind of my personal ideas. But of course, if you guys have a more like an interesting way, maybe it can help you or help us, like just share with us.
So Brian and Raymond, do you want to provide feedback or discuss with Leo? I think Leo just provide different point of view to promote this CIE. Do you like to discuss here?
Yeah, I'm very happy that Leo's supporting us, right? So no particular suggestion, but we're definitely looking for all kind of expertise in variety, because CIE is like a small company. You have so many roles need to be filled. Everybody find the interesting to do. Some people are learning, some people are teaching, right? So it's a multiple pieces getting together. So all kind of talent are wanted. People just looking for a different engagement, and everybody will benefit from that.
Yes. So actually, just I try to explain to Richard and Buffet and Ximing. Leo is coming from media industry, so he's coming here to help us, and he's trying to provide different kind of the stimulation to us. For example, he want brainstorming from everyone. Anything you want, you want to provide ideas, such as how to promote this organization from media point of view, especially from marketing point of view. Once again, right, there's no limit, and he's professional. He's love to really sharpen any of your ideas. So here, everybody can just even some crazy idea you think, right? And Leo will explain to you from his experience how to make your crazy idea practical. So that's what we call him magician, right, Leo? Next, Tina. Is it a good time for you to chat with the officers? I believe you have tons of questions to ask.
Oh, I would like to ask. I know you like Brian and a lot of us, like Jonathan and Ryan. You are all experienced volunteer, and then I feel there's a gap from our basic layer work officer and also the higher level, like Wilson, you know how to help people already. And I think like we just joined, or some people, they kind of wanted to help, but I think people need more resource to make our organization to grow. Like in our situation, our study group, coding study group, we are shortage in people to volunteer to lead the communication, to lead the chapter. I know Z put his all in our study group, but I think if we can get more, like either in soft skill or in the coding or in the technical way, we will get more help. Yeah, and also I will offer this opportunity to Bo Fei and Richard and Xinmin, because we have a weekly based discussion. So if you are willing to share and you're willing to grow, we have Z to lead us, and then that is another opportunity to grow as a study point. Like you can lead a coding study group, and then or you can contribute your idea, like how to interview, how to grow your technical skill, anything like that. Yeah, but I think there's a gap between us as a executioner, and then in your point of view, like how to keep everyone tied together and grow together. I think there's a gap. Yeah, would you mind to share your experience?
So we would like to have Brian, Raymond, and Jonathan share your question. So your question mainly is that there's a gap between the officers and the volunteers, and the gap is how to do the execution, right? Yes. So Brian, Raymond, Jonathan, who want to go first? Raymond, do you want to go first?
I think this Tina is very well involved with the coding stack group. I think she often keep volunteer, keep going, in an organic way. So I think Jonathan definitely has a lot of thought, to nurture a leadership to sustain the growth. So I think Jonathan's point is more valuable than me. Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yeah, actually not, but
we throw you to the
think, okay. The first thing is I think it was when you think of for others, but you live for yourself. So sometimes you are right doesn't mean others are wrong, and you just approach others and just ask them, okay, if you guys want to join, if you guys can help, you just provide that opportunity, because you don't know other people, their condition is okay or no. Well, it's complicated, right? You don't know, you just ask. So you can have an open mind. It's just like an empty water glass, okay? You don't have this like a preconceived ideas. You don't have to. You just ask. If you want to ask, you just ask them. Okay, provide that opportunity, provide that chance to others. Sometimes they will say yes, sometimes they will say no. But if you didn't, if you didn't, how to say that, 伸出你的手, how 人家怎么可以握到你的手? You know what I mean? So that's why. So I think just do it, because the best time to plant trees, one is 10 years ago. The second best time is now. Okay, so whatever you want to do, you just do it now. Okay, just do it. Yeah, don't waste your time. Okay, just do it. Yeah, that's my So the last thing. Okay, think about things. You can zoom out first and then zoom in. Okay, you think it big. Okay, big picture, and then zoom in. And once you approach people, you help people or ask for someone's help, you will find, okay, you will get a lot of feedback or help from others. That's my personal experience.
Thank you. So let's get back to Brian. How did you solve this gap issue?
Yes, okay. Volunteer is have a couple, I will say 3 different level. Okay, the first level volunteer. I'm not only volunteer in CI, I also volunteer in other organization, like my Chinese school, Chinese, my kids Chinese school. Okay, so that I learned volunteer at beginning is people will ask you to do, then you to do the job, and you do that job done, and you feel like you learned, or you feel like you don't like. Okay, and then later you will think about, oh, I wanna have a more flexibility. I wanna do the volunteer I want to do. I have the creativity. I want to create a job, create a volunteer work, make it more fun. Okay, then move on. You will think about, then you will do like, oh, I don't want to only do what we have planning to do. I may want to do more stuff to do. Okay, so I remember when I was my first high school or summer intern was sell the videotape, the English education videotape to every house. So what I do, I knock the door and sell the videotape. Okay. Later on, I look at another more senior people, more senior levels people. They sell more than I do. I just sell one month. I just sell one tape. Okay, but they can sell more 10 tape. So I learn from them, and then I just knock the door to sell a tape. They are call people to join the meeting, to join. They are together and they sell a tape to everybody. So that efficiency right away come up, right? So doing the volunteer job, I think not only you have to do, and all you have to, just like Jonathan said, you have to call someone to do, and it has to be very respect. As soon as you are respect and call someone to join with you, I think a long time you will build up skill, and long time you will know where to go and where you got more efficiency, and then you will find out, oh, that's very, I won't say very easy, but you very you will get there eventually. Okay, I don't know I answered Tina's question.
Yes.
I hope I
So
answered Tina's question. Yeah.
yeah, Tina.
Yeah, I think, yeah,
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, yeah, I got your feedback, and I think that is very important. And even for myself, I learned a lot by joining this group, and then I learned a lot from Jonathan especially. So I wanted to let the newcomers know there's always opportunity, and then we're shortage in volunteers. That's why we hope we can get your help, and they'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I think both and Richard, are you both software related professionals? Is that correct?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I think Ximin, you're also, right? You're a data scientist, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So I believe have you each of you heard of a coding study group, right? I think both was inside.
I'm actually not inside.
Not inside. Okay. So all of you heard of a coding study group before, or never?
No,
No.
this is my first time.
Okay,
Yeah.
Z was not here, so I need to take. I need to introduce this first. So in EECS group, since I think Jonathan, since 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago.
2002.5. Yeah,
2.5.
Yeah, before the pandemic. So it should be I think in May or April 2019. Yeah.
Right. So actually, there's a very good example. I want to share 3 of you. So in CIE EECS group, some volunteers think about that. Wow, Silicon Valley software industry is so booming, right? So lots of people are looking for good opportunity inside this industry. So thinking, how could we help? Being a nonprofit organization member, how can I help this kind of people? How can I serve this community? So Jonathan create a group called Coding Study Group. The goal is to help people who are looking for software job have a place to learn, to exchange knowledge, and find more chance to find a job in a software position. So in that group, you may be have chance to learn other people who know better coding than you. Also, you may know people who has job opportunity. Maybe their company need people. You can a referral. Or also there they are teaching the soft skill, like how to do interview. So Jonathan create an event every Saturday morning. Even now, I think it's more than 100 times or 200 times.
No, I think it's around 70 or 60.
Okay.
Yeah, it's around 70. Yeah, because because we have some sessions and some breaks. Okay.
Yeah, so we already have 70 events weekly base for these 2.5 years. So we have volunteer like Z, who was inside this lecture before. He was helping volunteer designing the agenda with Jonathan. So we're gonna pass this tradition generation by generation. So now we pass to Z is our leader, and we need more and more people like us to helping this group, because this group really help people to find a job. Okay, even though you are not coming here for a job, you come here to know people who is looking for this software position. You can help them, right? Who knows, they can help you one day. So I will personally encourage 3 of you to have chance to really join Saturday coding study group. It's not like a mandatory, you have to be here every week. Just you can even contact Z, or if you allow, we can contact you, invite you to join us to help that group. Okay, so even though you are not looking for a job, you can go there to share your thought. For example, Bofa is a very good example. How can I switch from project management to software engineer? Why I do that, right? So we can even have a chance for you to speak yourself. There, you can practice how to do presentation, right? You can practice how to answer questions. You can even practice how to take challenging questions. And nobody gonna judge you. Why? It's a free practice. It's not like a job. Whatever you do in a job, you'll be evaluated, right? Here, you have a free practice. Don't you think that's a good idea?
That's a good idea.
So Tina, so you know, you have chance to contact 3 of them. So Ximing and Richard, we really welcome you to at least join, 1 or 2 times to test what's going on. And there are lots of people there who were like you before looking for a job. And if you like, please help them, right? And if you have a question, please come back to us. We have EECS core team. You already know Leo, Tina, and me, and Z, and Claire. And I think some of you contact some of you in the email, right? I believe so. I think both and Richard and Ximing, you got email before from us. So we will keep doing this. We will want to keep a communication, right? And first of all, please join our coding study group. That'll be a fantastic practice for all of you. That'll be great. And so
how do I join?
Tina, how do they join?
I'll give you the link right now. So give me a second.
Richard, do you need link as well?
Yes, can I have the link?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
actually, we have the meeting kickoff for this season this Saturday, the coming Saturday. So this is the right timing for you guys to know more about Z and about our group. And then I think that is the starting point. I think that is very good way to know more about everyone.
Yeah, so in that coding study group, you have chance to meet Z, who is organizing this team. There, you have chance to say, hey, Z, how can I help? Right? This is one way in this society, you have to show people that you want to help, right? And the people will give you opportunity. When you say you want to help, what's that mean? Meaning, first of all, you make yourself a leader. Only leader will offer help. Okay, that's a very key information I like to share with each of us. I think Raymond, do you agree with me? Right? Only leader will offer the help, right? As you say, serve, as before.
Yeah, so let me actually inject one simple point. For example, I just look at the Bofei's LinkedIn profile, right? You graduate from Zhejiang University, computer vision, right? And also, I think Richard's from CMU, right? Yeah, so I was thinking, I was gonna meet the chief scientist of Bosch Research, Dr. Ren. And he is Zhejiang University, Zhejiang's graduate, also computer vision. Also, he was from CMU, PhD, and he's in charge of AI research for the overall Bosch research. So by looking at you, see, you have a connection with the Zhejiang University's alumni, CMU alumni, So then if because he's asking, for a talent, no matter the project management or research, I may recommend, say, oh, do you want to know your,师弟师妹, right? So. So just by connecting by this, from many positions, from the PM job or architect or even director level, even VP level, because I have my neighbors who are asking, do you have any good Asian American engineers who have good leadership? They want to fulfill in the senior director job or VP level. So by even a simple CIE lunch networking opportunity, you may never know, people can connect in certain ways by your background. So see, today is a very good opportunity to start with. I'm so glad to meet all of you. And just by looking at LinkedIn profile, I think we already connected as a friends and family. All right, good seeing you.
So I will encourage Richard and Ximing to connect linking to each other, even join the CIESF chapter. There's a LinkedIn page. So if you guys allow, I personally would like to, email you guys to have a connection, and also Tina will keep connecting you guys. For us, our purpose is to increase the bonding, right? As I said, I repeat this again. When you have bonding, we get stronger. When we get stronger, we can help people, right? So this is what the purpose of the leadership lecture. So because I'm trying to design the next time the lecture. Leadership lecture. So since 3 of you are my key focus, of course, I'd like to know what you guys want to learn next time. Would you mind sharing some thought here? It's a good time for you guys sharing. Richard, Ximing, any thought?
I guess maybe because before you become a manager, there's must be a transition, right? You're not manager, and then suddenly you become a manager. So I guess a general question is, when you just become a new manager, what are the lessons you have learned, and then what suggestions you will give to the new managers?
Okay, got it.
So I guess it's kind of, yeah.
What a suggestion to the first line manager. I think that's a better questions, right? So okay, I'll keep that in mind. I will talk to my next speaker. He will share with this. And Richard, anything you like to learn?
I'm curious about, like, let's say you decide to switch jobs, then how does the new company evaluate whether you should be like a software engineer 1 or like a software engineer 2? Or like a software engineer 3.
So how software company evaluate your software engineering capability to move you 1, 2, 3, right? That's what the question is. Okay, so that is pretty software oriented. Okay, I'll keep in mind. We may not answer all that question once because each speaker has their own expertise. Okay, so but we will keep in mind. We will keep communication, and you can remind me these questions. We will definitely put that in the future training. Bofei, any topic you want to learn next time?
Yeah, so there's one question I wanna know. Is there a career ceiling for like a Chinese people in US, or how do other leaders break the ceiling if there is one?
Yeah, okay, I'll keep in mind. I will talk to my next speaker about these questions. So once again, I will keep in contact with you guys in these weeks or next month, to learn you guys more, to to get more questions from you guys. So if you guys want, you always can look for mentor. Do you understand this mentor-mentee system, right? I think Richard and Shiming and Buffet, do you know mentee mentor, right? This kind of relationship.
Right.
Yes. So CIE is also a good place. You see lots of senior people here who have a great background. Is feel free to look for anyone to be your mentor. You don't need to have just one mentor. You can have many mentors to learn different things you want. And as a core team, we have a little bit more working experience. If you want, you can always come back to us, or we can reach out to you to offer the help. So anything you want to ask, no problem. Being a mentor-mentee is actually a learning to each other process. Sometimes mentor also learning from you, from mentee. So that's my personal experience. So I think it's about 10 o'clock. It's time to close this event. First of all, I have to thanks a lot to Jonathan, Brian, and Raymond for your time. And it's a great chance for you to communicate with our core team. And also we have 3-4 new friends today. Once again, it's a good, the interaction. I personally learned something today, even from our officers. I hope some of you as well. So if you guys like this, we're gonna just continue again in the future. Once again, this is invited only event. Okay, so we're gonna build our team and bonding together. Thank you very much. So anybody want to have a last words here?
I have a last word. Sorry, I always look for something we have already. So anyone who show in this event will get a Starbucks gift card. I wanted to let you know, yeah, we have the budget for everyone. Thank you for joining, and this is something. At least you have a Starbucks gift card, right? So you know something, and we are really appreciative for you to come, and we're looking forward to see you next year and for the next event. So if you like to, I just will send you the gift card to your email. If you got the email from us, and then I will send it out later today. So just keep in mind. So,
no problem. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I want to make sure again that Buffet and Ximing and Richard. So can we contact you after this event? One-on-one, and also we may invite you to join some messenger group to just get in contact. Is it okay for you guys?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So yeah. So then that's contact offline later. Thank you very much, and thank you, Leo, Jonathan, Tina, Raymond, and Brian. Thanks everyone's help. Bye bye.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you all.
Bye, guys.